Hello and welcome, dear viewers. This is your English news broadcast live from our headquarters at the capital, Asmara. I'm Zahra Badouri with your local and global news reports. Your top and exclusive headlines for tonight's broadcast are: Eritrean Community Festival in Jeddah, vocational training to youth in Ad-Daqiq, Colombia's Inc. $4.3 billion deal to buy Swedish warplane. Putin and Netanyahu hold phone call agreement. Welcome to your reports in brief. The annual festival of the Eritrean community in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia was conducted with patriotic zeal from 9 to 15 November. The festival, which was officially opened by Mr. Abdurrahman Osman, Eritrean Consul General in Jeddah, featured photo and video presentation, traditional and cultural displays of Eritrea's ethnic groups, bazaars showcasing products of Eritrean families and artifacts, as well as cultural and artistic performances and sports competitions in which youth of various ages took part. At the event, Mr. Stefanos Haptomariam, Director General of the Desk Department at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, gave an extensive briefing on the objective situation in the homeland, regional and global developments, as well as the role of nationals in national affairs. Commending the contribution of diaspora nationals to national development programs, Mr. Stefanos urged nationals to strengthen their organizational capacity, awareness and unity. The participation for their parts, noting that their thoughts are always with their people, government and defense force, expressed conviction to strengthen their participation and contribution to national affairs. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in Ad-Daqiq subzone has provided 2 to 3 month vocational training to about 163 youth in the subzone. The training covered motor maintenance, water pipeline installation, beauty salon skills, as well as first aid. Mr. Ibrahim Borulle, head of the union branch in the subzone, said that the training is a continuation of the efforts of the branch has been exerting to enhance the vocational capacity of the youth. Noting that the significance of the training in improving the skills of the youth, Mr. Habtai Tasfazgi, administrator of the subzone, called on the trainees to apply the knowledge they gained to improve their livelihoods and become exemplary members of the community. On your final domestic, members of Popular Force in Asmat subzone are conducting a dirt road renovation popular campaign to reconnect Asmat with Halhal. The road, which was damaged due to flooding, has been difficult for vehicles to navigate and has created challenges in daily activities of residents within the area, indicating that the important road connecting Karan and with Zara has also been damaged and that Harat transportation services have been suspended as a result. The commander for the Popular Force in the subzone said that the Popular Force have taken the initiative to renovate the road and express expectation that transportation service will resume upon completion of the renovation process. Stay tuned for more on your global up next. With your reports on the international line, Colombian President Gustavo Petro has announced a $4.3 billion deal to buy Swedish warplanes at a time when his country is locked in tension with the United States. Speaking on Friday, Petro confirmed an agreement was reached with Swede's SAD aircraft manufacturer to buy 17 Gripen fighter jets, given the first confirmation of the size and cost of the military acquisition that was initially announced in April. Petro said in a post on social media that this is a deterrent weapon to achieve peace. Delivers of the new fighter jets are expected to take place between the year 2026 and the year 2032. The new jets will replace Colombia's aging fleet of Israel-made Kfir aircraft, which were acquired in the late 1980s. The purchase of the warplanes came as Colombia and much of remaining Latin America are on edge due to U.S. military buildup in the region, as a U.S. force carrying out a campaign of deadly attacks on vessels in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have spoken over the phone ahead of the UN Security Council vote on the deployment of peacekeepers in Gaza. The Kremlin said on Saturday that, in quote, a through exchange of views took place on the situation in the Middle Eastern region, including developments in the Gaza Strip, in the context of implementing the ceasefire agreement and the exchange of detainees. However, the leaders also discussed Iran's nuclear program and the situation in Syria. Netanyahu's office released a shorter statement saying that the Israeli Prime Minister and the Russian President had discussed regional issues as well. Earlier this month, the U.S. circulated a proposed resolution authorizing the deployment of the International Stabilization Force in Gaza for a period of at least 2 years and calling for the establishment of the so-called Board of Peace as a transitional governing body. On Friday, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Jordan, Turkey, Pakistan, and Indonesia released a joint statement backing the American proposal. Moscow, however, has submitted an alternative proposal tasking the UN Secretary General with drawing up options for implementing U.S. President Donald Trump's peace plan. The Russian mission criticized the American plan for lacking instruments for oversight and control over the stabilization force and not mentioning the two-state resolution. It said that only a truly equal and inclusive approach can guarantee peace. Both proposals are expected to be put in a vote on Monday. A recap of your headlines up next. Eritrean Community Festival in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in Eritrea subzone has provided 2 to 3 month vocational training. Dirt road renovation popular campaign. And Colombian inks $4.3 billion deal to buy Swedish warplane. Putin and Netanyahu hold a phone call agreement. Dear viewers, do stay tuned for more here on ERi-TV. Do update yourselves for more news here on ERi-TV as well. From me and the broadcasting team here, that is all for now. Thanks for watching.